This is our 1999 Chevy Astro van. It was neglected and destined for the junkyard. But as the old saying goes, one man's trash is another man's treasure. Trash meet treasure. After 2 years and many long nights and many long days, I built this to be a micro camper van. There are many ups and many downs, but let's go ahead and check out what I created. So first off, I wanted to talk about the paint I used on the van. It is a Duramax 18, kind of a baby seafoamy blue. Honestly, I saw another van use this color and I just really liked the idea of it. So I did the same thing in my van. And on the lower third, it's a black bed liner from Rust-Oleum. It's a roll-on and I don't really like the Rust-Oleum bed liner. I wish I went with another Duramax 18. And of course I blacked out the emblems all around the van. And for the roof, I did an RV paint, which should bounce off a lot of the sun beaming on the roof. This back window was also broken. So that was one of the first projects I had to do. I could have opted to replace it with another window. I just didn't want to do that because I want to do unique things. I want to create something out of my two hands. So this is a gull-wing window. This is, I think 3/16 aluminum. And I'm proud of it. Do I ever use it? No, but I'm proud of it. And to get the van even running, I had to do a lot of engine work. And we also replaced this windshield. The Chevy Astro is more than a van I built. It is cuts on my hands, stains on my clothes, and what's more is the memories that were made and memories to be had with the ones I love most. And being able to get out of the day-to-day routine. There's more in life. And above all, it is a story. That is so relieving. There is a lot done in such a small space. And honestly, it's kind of hard to know where to start. The floor on the van was rusted out. I had to get rid of all the rust, sand it all down, paint it. I put rubber coating on it. Then I put a 1/2-inch insulation, then a piece of plywood. And I put this vinyl right on top. Then I trimmed out the vinyl with this 90-degree wood trim. And the floor was one of the first things I did in this van. We have a storage cabinet right here that I recently built. This is a black cherry stain topped with polyurethane. So the bottom of the cabinet houses our fridge. And right now it is on. We got some food in it for dinner and breakfast and all that fun stuff. Then we have a push open cabinet right in the middle. This houses more of random stuff like other foods, pots and pans if we need it, if we bring it from the house. Future project would be adding another shelf in here and probably painting the back of this door because it looks like a child did it. Then we got this top cabinet. It's currently holding most electronics. I decided to do a tongue and groove panels for the ceiling. I just used rib nuts and M4 bolts, I believe, or M6, and it looks pretty amazing, honestly. I'm very proud of the way it came out. It has this blue tint to it, which matches the outside of the van, which is what we were going for. We wanted these contrasting colors and we wanted them to be different from every van out there, and we wanted them to be something that we would be happy getting into. And like I said, the whole interior is completely trashed, black mold, cockroaches falling to my eyes, and because of that, the headliner that came in here was trashed. So I had to replace this headliner, replace this grab handle. I also added vinyl to the dash. These door panels are also something I had to get from the junkyard, along with these beautiful hognell seats, which I was very lucky to get because there's actually another person coming to grab these seats as I was heading to that van to grab it. So I'm glad I got there first. So on all the exposed metal in the van, I did use this headliner-like material. It's kind of a black suede. It keeps it cold out and the heat in as well, which is a big deal. Bare metal just beads off the temperature. And behind the walls and behind this door panel, there is insulation. And this is just a piece of plywood. Believe it or not, we have a sink in the van. It has a drain system, it has water, it's powered, that's kind of cool. This is the drain system going straight into a Castrol bottle. It's a 2-burner stovetop. Drain water. You just take this out and you can take off the cap if you want to and pour it out where it's acceptable to pour it out. So in total, we have 10 gallons of water on the van. This one holds about 5 to 6 gallons. It is 5 gallons of water that I tapped into with a quick release. So all I need to do is remove this and I can take out this water can and refill it if I need to. Blop, you just press the power button. I'm proud of that. That's like $15. And of course, you gotta use a scrub daddy to clean your dishes. When I started to think about the interior of the van and how I wanted it to be, I really wanted to have as much storage as possible, and 2, have as open as possible. With such a small space, I don't want to feel too cramped. So I have 1/2-inch plywood in the back, so I can screw these directly onto the plywood. A shelf up here to put small knickknacks or whatever you want. I honestly haven't figured out what to use it for. And the second one is for our clothing bags. So right now we just have one bag up here and we can easily open it up and access what we need up here. And for some reason, I just really wanted an open countertop. It's just nice to be able to set things up here. With this cabinet, I do have this door that opens up. Now, first you can access whatever you need to access. Like I have a jack right there. But my idea was to have an extension of this cabinet if I needed it. Have yet to build it, but we'll build it at one point. This is a drawer that opens up actually, which we can put more knickknacks, because what else do you put in drawers? Knickknacks. All right, now we have cores in it, hand soap for the sink, which we can actually put right there, a light, controller to control these lights. If I want blue, green, red, go back to white. Finally, we have this panel, and you just remove it because you just want to remove it. Just kidding. There's a purpose for this. But within this cabinet, I do have a jumper pack, my emergency tools in case I need them. So this panel actually functions for 2 things. Keep the stuff in whenever we're driving, and 2, to set right on this seat for Layla's dog bed. Now she can get up here without the dog bed falling down. And this is where she sleeps at night. This is the last panel on this cabinet, and of course I had to make it unique. It opens up by pressing this down, and then bam. I was thinking it's gonna be like a spot to do work on, along with having as much storage as we possibly can in the van. We have 2 chairs back here, a trash can that pops out, which is actually a laundry hamper, a small table that we use to cook on, eat on, and just put our drinks on, a tarp that we use for the awning of the van, which we don't really need today. Costs like $15 for the tarp. Then we have these ropes and stakes, these poles, which are also like $15. When we have rugs, a broom. This one has Layla's gear and entertainment gear. And finally, we have some cooking gear. We have the bed. You might be thinking, how the heck does 2 people sleep on this bed? It's a pull-out bed. I'm sure you didn't guess that. It's usually easier with 2 people. You don't need 2 people. You just pull it right out. And this folds down, and that's our bed. It's basically the whole back of the van, which is pretty sweet. We have this wall along with another shelf or ledge, which looks pretty good. Of course, we have the fabric on the wall, which makes it look very nice, and it really does make a big deal. The bed is a very cheap, DIY friendly slatted bed. These are just 1x3s that go all the way down. And of course I have the video link down below for your convenience. Use more slats, it'll just feel a bit more comfortable. There's something about cracking a beer open, relaxing, and spending the day with the ones you love in complete solitude. Then waking up with some fresh coffee. A crazy dog who doesn't know how to play fetch, but will do everything she can to take the stick away from you, all while listening to the birds chirp. Seeing this is a reminder that if I set my mind to something I have never done before, I can succeed. 99% of everything I've done on this van was a new lesson learned, Let this be a beam of hope that you too can build something amazing. You do not need a huge fancy Sprinter van or loads of money, just your 2 hands and your ambition. I just want to thank all of y'all for supporting me through this journey. The Astro van's not done, never close. There's gonna be more projects with the van, but phase 1 is finished. I also want to thank my patrons for supporting me through the thick and thin. And if you enjoyed this video and you liked it, go ahead and like and subscribe. I will have the whole playlist of the build of this van linked down below for your convenience, but we're extremely happy with the outcome. And hopefully this will give you ideas on your build. This is Chris of Builds United. Always appreciate and respect one another. I'll see you next time. The next van video, I will be creating a kind of like a phase 1 story of everything that I went through. It will be a longer video and just kind of go through what me and Tara went through building this van.